What's up, guys? This is the Galaxy's Greatest YouTube channel. Make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below, guys. I want some interaction here. Well, it's me, Pfeffer, and joining me, returning this week, is Niko!
Impregnable!
Hagie is not here with us this week, but the show must go on.
He's down there.
He's down there, but he won't be in this video. But the show must go on anyway. So, week 3, crazy week. A very sad week for my team, despite getting the W. Ben Roethlisberger getting a huge injury. Thankfully, he dodged a bullet. And
I'm gonna go get football kitty.
Oh, he's getting football kitty. Yeah, Roethlisberger really dodged a bullet. He could have been out the rest of the season, but he is believed to be out for 4 to 6 weeks. This is Football Kitty. Football Kitty also makes predictions. The sad part is, Football Kitty's doing better than we are.
Yes, he is.
The cat knows all. But let's just go straight into the picks. I went 10-6 last week. Niko went 9-7, and Hagie went outstanding 13-3. Niko and I are actually both 25-23 on the season. So here's hoping we go 15-0 this week. Now New England and Tennessee are on their bye weeks. Let's start with Thursday night game, which will be my game. My Pittsburgh Steelers will be home to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Despite the injury to Ben Roethlisberger and now Michael Vick will be starting, I'm still going to take the Steelers in this game. I just think Le'Veon Bell will be a game changer. I think he's going to get at least 150 yards from scrimmage.
I don't doubt that he's going to have a big game, but I feel like the Baltimore's going to get it done in the end because they didn't get it done last week in the end.
I think this is going to be a close game for sure. I gotta go with my heart and pick my Steelers. Your final pick is the Ravens?
Yep.
All right. London, England at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, which will be 6:30 on the West Coast. It will be the New York Jets versus the Miami Dolphins. This one's going to be an interesting game. The Dolphins are getting a really slow, pathetic start, and I think it's only going to get worse from here. I'm taking the Jets to win this game.
Yeah, I'm also taking the Jets because Miami has not impressed me this season.
Mm-hmm.
Even though every time I pick Miami to win or lose, they lost or won. And in my season mode, I'm pretty sure I beat the Jets. So this could be a close one.
The Oakland Raiders at the Chicago Bears. Oakland finally proved that they can win a road game on the East Coast at 1 o'clock. I mean, granted, this is going to be Central Time, but I'm going to give Oakland Raiders the benefit of the doubt.
Oakland's going to get another one.
Mm-hmm.
My opinion, they're probably one of the best.
Should be an interesting.
They're decent in their league for once.
It'll be an interesting coaching matchup. John Fox taking on his defensive coordinator from last year. So we'll see how that one goes. But our pick is the Oakland Raiders. Houston Texans at the Atlanta Falcons. Now, Arian Foster will be a game day decision. But despite Arian Foster, I think I'd have to take the Falcons either way. They're just way too hot right now.
Julio Jones is on a hot streak.
He is currently the best receiver in the league right now. While he's leading the league in receiving yards, you could definitely debate he's the best receiver right now.
Let me just say that he didn't get that many yards on the Giants.
All right, we're both taking the Falcons.
Mm-hmm.
Kansas City at Cincinnati. This one should be an interesting game. Kansas City's on a bit of a downfall. I might be a little biased in picking with my heart this game just because I'm not big. You know me, I'm a Steelers fan. I'm not big on the Bengals. I want to take the Kansas City Chiefs in a big upset here. They get back on track.
I'm taking Andy Dalton and one of the best receivers in the NFL, A.J. Green, to go out there and put up 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. They're gonna win by at least 7.
I'm thinking Kansas City's defense will really shine this game. I think it'll be too much for Andy Dalton. He's been playing.
But
he's
I
been
feel
playing
like
all right,
Jamal
though.
Charles runs all over him. I feel like he's gonna get at least 150, maybe 100, or at least 100.
All right. So we're both. So I'm taking KC. You're taking Cincy. Jacksonville at Indianapolis. Indy looks like they're back on track. Every
they
team
had the
in that
same start last year as they did this year. 0-2, then they went 13-3
No, they went 10-6
last year.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they went 10-6. They were
No,
they
they
were
were-
the 4th seed.
Didn't they go in the AFC Championship last year?
They won the AFC Championship, but they were the 4th seed.
They didn't go 10-6.
They did.
They did. They went 10.
Yeah,
they won
'cause-
10 straight last year. Let me just say.
Yeah, because it was New England, Denver, Pittsburgh, Indy. That was how the seeding went. And then Cincy, Baltimore in the wild card. Anyway, enough of that. But every team is 1-2 in this division, and I'm going to take the Indianapolis Colts. I think they're back on track.
I'm also taking Indy. TY.
Jacksonville has a chance to shine this game, but they really blew it last week, so they're going to try to do something here, but I think Indy's going to be too much for Jacksonville's defense. Philly at Washington. Philadelphia looks like they're finally on track now. And Washington, they do have
Bradford still doesn't look that good.
Washington
But-
does
but
have an
he-
extra half week to prepare, but I think despite that, I'm still going to take the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, I'm taking the Eagles.
I think Eagles defense will
Birds.
shine in this game. Carolina at Tampa Bay. Well, go ahead and do it.
Cam, whoa, Cam, Colvin, sexy as hell.
I may be crazy here, but I'm picking Tampa Bay. I'm not sure why I am. I just feel like going against the grain. I feel like being
I
different.
picked Tampa last week, and they disappointed me.
I just feel like going against the grain right now. I'm going to take Tampa Bay in my upset of the week. The Giants at the Bills. This one could be an interesting game. It's
Victor Cruz was supposed to make his start, but he's not making his start now.
yeah, he got re-injured on his first day back in practice.
But he says he should be healed by next week.
I think
Like
this will be
after the game. So
I think this will be a really good game, but I'm going to take the Bills in a close one.
I'm taking the Giants.
Cleveland at San Diego. This
San Diego Superchargers.
I was going to say this could be a good game,
Sorry.
but
Still taking San Diego.
I'm also going to take San Diego. I think they get back on track this week. I think Cleveland's defense will make it a close game, but I'm going to give it to San Diego.
Rivers needs a week to just. He needs a team that's pretty bad just so he can get his confidence level up. So he can beat other teams that are good.
Just watch out for that Cleveland Browns secondary. Green Bay at San Francisco. I think it's almost easy to say Green Bay's got this. This is probably going to be my lock of the week.
Yep.
Green Bay over San Fran. San Fran just got too many problems right now, and Kaepernick's kind of struggling. But we'll see how the game goes. But I got Green Bay in my lock of the week.
Yep.
St. Louis at Arizona. This one could be an interesting game, but I'm 90% sure Arizona's going to win this game.
It's in Arizona.
It's in Arizona.
Palmer's on a hot streak.
Their offense is just way too hot right now. And their defense is doing fine, even without Todd Bowles. I think the Rams are just a little too inconsistent. I mean, for all we know, Rams will probably win this because, they end up winning games they shouldn't win and lose games
They should win.
They should win. That's how it goes half the time. Rams just came off of a pretty unfortunate loss at home to Pittsburgh. And the week before that, losing to the frickin' Redskins. I think it's... I don't see them going 2-2 right now. Arizona just seems too much of a threat.
Yep.
I'm gonna take.
Going with Larry
I'm
and
gonna go
Michael
with the
Floyd.
Cards. Yeah, Larry Fitzgerald's really been shining so far this season.
They're, in my opinion, gonna win the Super Bowl.
They are a top Super Bowl contender in my books. Top 3
They
without
have
a
to beat
doubt.
Green Bay to get to the Super Bowl.
Minnesota at Denver.
I was torn between this game. I don't know. Minnesota's really showing up. And, it's. I mean, you'd think, it's Minnesota. Adrian Peterson's been running good. But then on the other hand, you got Peyton. Big Peyton. Most touchdowns by any quarterback ever. With 540, I think. 41? Man.
Well, whatever that record is, I'm going to take the Denver Broncos. I picked against them 2 weeks in a row. They proved me wrong. I just can't see Minnesota winning this game because it's in Denver, and Denver's defense is just too phenomenal. I'm taking Denver, but so mainly on their defense, but I do think Peyton will have a good game. Dallas at New Orleans. This game is quite interesting. Both teams with a number 9 quarterback. Both quarterbacks down for the count. Now, it's not confirmed that Breeze will definitely be out for this game. He may return.
He practiced today.
He was throwing, but that was about
he was
it.
throwing today. That's about it.
They're just going to take it day by day. I think with or without Breeze, and Luke McCown's been doing a great job. I just find all those commercials for Verizon ironic now. He's actually getting the chance to shine. But I'm gonna say Dallas will get back on track. The Saints will fall to 0-4. I think the Saints are just gonna struggle with the run game. So and I think Dallas's run game is gonna be what wins Dallas this game. I'm gonna take Dallas in a close one. And finally, the Monday night game, Detroit at Seattle. And as much as it kills me to pick against Detroit, I picked them 3 times in a row. They lost 3 times in a row. I'm going to have to go with Seattle.
I'm going to have to go with Detroit. I'm just kidding. Your face! No, I'm going to go with Seattle. Impregnable.
Yeah,
even Marshawn Lynch is 50-50 to start.
I mean, I really don't... As much as I don't want to see Detroit go to 0-4, because I still think they're a very talented team, it's just going to happen, especially because it's in Seattle. Seattle's got that mega home field advantage right now. And Seattle looks like they're finally back on track, getting Cam Chancellor back. I think Seattle's got this game easily.
Yep. Impregnable. Their defense is impregnable.
Their defense is great. Now, their offense really needs to put points on the board because their offense is still struggling, which could help Detroit steal a win here. But I'm going to go on my gut and say
first name
Seattle.
Russell, last name Wilson.
I'm going on my gut saying Seattle will go 2-2, and Detroit will unfortunately go 0-4.
And then win 12 straight.
And I quickly want to go...
except when they play the Giants.
Oh, my phone's dying. I quickly want to talk about some of the losing teams right now. Like, some teams we probably didn't exactly expect to go 0-3. Detroit, Baltimore, New Orleans.
Well, New Orleans.
Who do you think's in the most trouble of all the 0-3 teams?
New Orleans.
New Orleans?
They're in the most trouble. They're not going to get that many wins. I see them going 4-12.
I called it this season. New Orleans would go at best 6-10. Drew Brees and Sean Payton will both be getting the heck out of there.
Well, they're restructuring his contracts to like they're going to pay him less money if he decides to come back.
I don't think either of them want to come back. But yeah, I'm going to say New Orleans is probably in the most trouble, and I'm only excluding Chicago though, because
go to Philly. You'll make them happy.
That'd be interesting. And also, out of all the undefeated teams, which team do you think is in the best shape? Arizona. I'm also going to have to agree with you. Arizona.
This year, Arizona's on its way to the top.
They are on their way to the top, indeed.
Palmer, you better not get hurt, you bastard.
Of all the 3-0 teams, though, which team do you think is a fluke and will quite possibly miss the playoffs altogether, despite being 3-0 right now?
You want to be honest? Atlanta.
Atlanta? What makes you say that?
I feel as if... Come on, most of the years, the first 6 games, they're either 3-3, 4-2, 5-1 or 6-0, but then they drop and lose 10 straight. I feel they might do the same this year, but that's just a guess. But they could go all the way.
They could.
I don't think they're a Super Bowl contender this year. That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna have to go with. This is actually tough. I'm gonna have to go with the Panthers.
Cam.
I hate to go against Cam here.
No, Cam.
Cam's doing a great job, but I just feel like that team's gonna start falling apart. I don't know. They have a good beginning, and they just might start falling. I mean, I don't know. And Cincinnati too, just because Andy Dalton always seems to fall apart middle to end of the season. But we'll just have to wait and see. That's all the time we have for today. Thanks for watching. Again, subscribe to the Galaxy's Greatest. Like this video. Give me your thoughts in the comments below. Share me, what are your predictions this week? And I'll catch you all later. But, any last words from Niko?
Impregnable.